Shalom and welcome to a new training on Tableau Public Desktop. This is going to be the part 3 of the second workbook. Let's go back to our Air Quality Health Impact 2019-2024 Excel dataset extended for forecasting. We have already practiced a lot of sheets, including our first dashboard from the first workbook. And then we could start with the three first worksheets of this second workbook. Of course, you are invited to watch all or some of my previous tutorials. Now this second workbook contains 11 worksheets and 2 dashboards. Here again, we do the same process as before. We want to redo this time the worksheet number 4 and number 5 here in the second workbook. The first one is called this one, country Aki trend line. It's a linear one, and the forecasting. And then the second one is going to be called, let's go there. It's going to be the heat map of Aki level over years. And as I said before, we are just doing like 2 sheets at a time for this workbook. Not like in the previous workbook where we did 3 sheets at a time until we finished it. Okay, one thing I want to mention also before we start is, of course, that if you would like to work with my data set, Air Quality Health Impact, the first one and the second one, the extended one, Air Quality Health Impact Extension. This one is for free. You can just contact me on my website. And if you want to get the first workbook called Word Air Quality number 1.twp, this one is going to cost. And if you want also an online live private IT class, this one is also going to cost. For more information, just join me on www.workforgodhome.online. Okay, now let's do it. As you can see here, this is what we are going to reproduce. Here I have selected all the countries. We have a lot of trend lines, and we have also a forecasting area here extended until 2029. Here I have here by the legend the filtering of the country, the colors of the different country, which of course you can change, and you can always scroll so to see whatever you want to see. And for the countries you can select and deselect. We're going to see that when we reproduce that. And I have also here the summary again here. And as you can see, we have something interesting here I have not mentioned before. You can have 2 different colors also on your grid lines inside your view. You have the grid line for the sheets and also for the rows. They can also have 2 different colors. And this is the way I formatted it. I could shade here by the title and also add some border. Then here I don't need the caption here. Let's go ahead and do it. I have already prepared the empty sheets to do it. Okay, so let's go here. Here we are going to take the years, the date. Let's take the date first. Here we are going to get it in the column shelf, and we're going to shoot the year. We don't have to choose year, but this is how you choose it in this here. This is what I have chosen here, right? And the same one I would like to get here in the, I'm just gonna duplicate it and get it here in the filter. So I choose here everywhere OK, and here same thing, we want the year, we want all years, all, and we hit OK. So we have also the date and the years here, and we are talking about the Aki here. So I'm going to get that here in the row shelf, and as you can see, we already have a trend line. I'm just going to show you how you do it. When you want a trend line, so you have to go by analytic. It was automatic because I already had it here, so the system just assumed I wanted it again. So this is where you go by analytic, and you get the trend line. And as you see, you can choose either the linear or the exponential or the polynomial. You can say, okay, I want the polynomial, and this is what you're gonna get. Okay, anyways, if you don't remember what you have, I'm gonna show you a way to make sure that you remember what you are talking about or what you did before. So first of all, let's go back here to the data, because we want to get the country here in the filter, and we're going to choose all of them right now, and we want to get them also in the color of the mark shelf. And here we have already all the countries, you see. So in order, because this time I would like to choose just one country, because we already have chosen all the countries here. It looks like a mess, but it's very interesting to know how it works. So here I have entire view, so we are going to make sure you always make sure you want the entire view and not the standard. You see the difference. Okay, and here, let's say I'm going to choose just one country. Let's choose South Africa, for instance. I'm going to remove them all first, and then I'm going to choose just one country so that you can see, we can see better. Okay, what we're going to add here, as you can see, it's stopping here at 2024, and we want the forecasting. Here we have the forecasting until 2029. Here we can extend it. So we just right click, we forecast, and we want to show the forecast, and these are the forecasts. Now it's automatically 2030, but of course you can always go ahead and choose the forecast options and do like here I have 6 years here, but you can do whatever you want, either automatic for the next 24 quarters, or until the exact date you want. Okay, so we good. And of course, you always make sure the time series is long enough, or else you're not going to be able to forecast. Okay, this is how it looks like for just one country. As you can see, we have chosen here South Africa. So what I wanted to tell you, and of course, so we always make sure we want to save that. What I wanted to show you is that before starting the forecast, we can, let's go ahead and choose you see all the countries, but I don't want that. That's like huge. So I'm going to remove again, just to show you what it does, the difference is very interesting. So let's choose, I don't know, we can choose, yeah, Germany for this time, for Europe. And just in case you feel like you're lost, you can always go and show which one, this one I wanted to show you, which is very interesting, just in case you don't understand what a trend line is or whatever is standing on your view, all the details. You can always open this sheet description, and as you can see down here, you can copy all this information. That's very interesting. So it's going to tell you what you have on your view now, on your view, the description of the sheet, the marks, the shelves. Here we're talking about the Aki in the rows, and the column containing the year of date, the filters, blah blah, that tell you everything. And especially here we want to talk about the trend lines model. We have chosen this time a polynomial trend line model. Not like in the first one where we have a linear trend line. This time we have chosen a polynomial trend model of degree 3. Is computed for sum of the actual and the forecast given date year. That's very interesting. Just in case you feel like you lost, you're gonna have everything about your sheet right here, and you view. They tell you the dimensions, you have the measures, the data source detail, you see. This is the one I was talking about, the AirQuality impact extended. This is exactly standing also here. So you have everything. Tell you the version, the forecast summary. You see, that's very interesting. Just in case you wanna copy that, and send the information to somebody else, or it's very interesting. This is called the sheet description, which is under the tab worksheet. Okay, that being said, now I wanted to just start, show some format, how to do the format for those who are, starting today with me. This is how you do the format. If you want to, some border, you choose the color of your border, and then you're good. And you can even show the shading. Yeah? We can show the shading, Let's say you show the shading like this, and you don't want it like this, you want it more light, you just, you can do that here. And this time, if yes, why not, we can insert the caption too. Let's insert the caption. So we have a caption here indicating and giving you more information. Like now we just want a a little line. So the trend of Somaki actual and forecast for date year, it's going to tell you the information which you are going to read also on the description sheet. Okay, this is how I did the first one. What I wanted to show you also about the grid lines, that's interesting also to know that you can have two different colors in the grid lines and insert the label. So we can insert the label. They are already inserted, they are here. And yes, I wanted to show you that you can have two different types of lines also in your grid there. So here we are by the sheet, and we have none, but let's say we want some red again, or we can put some, yeah, let's keep it red too. And now we want some other grid lines, so we go by rows. So here we have sheet and rows already, and let's say now we want the column, we want them in another color. We can choose maybe this green. So you can see that we have two different colors. We have the green for the column and the red for the rows. This is how I did it. And again, also for the font, this is where you go. You go by format here, and you just choose font if you want them, more bold. This is what you do. You can do that everywhere. You can also format the whole workbook at a time. I remember showing you how to do that, or you can just do one sheet at a time, or you can copy even one sheet format to another one. I remember showing that to you too. Yes, this is the format. And what did I want to say here? Of course, by the legend, if you don't like the color, you can always go and change the palette color. See, if I want to assign this palette, it's gonna look like that. Okay, all right, this is how I did it. And now we can jump to the next sheet, which is called a heat map. It's more a table. For instance, even when we look on the show me, it's going to show you something else. It's going to show you like it's a symbol maps, but it's not a symbol maps. And it's more like a table, but when I press table, this is what's going to happen. I like this one too, but I really definitely prefer the way it's looking right now. This wanna be heat map. Let's call it like this. Okay. So here I have, you see all the countries filtered. I have also the humidity and the sum of Aki in the legend, and the summary. Here I have the caption. And here we have the countries and the cities also, plus the years. Okay, each time you hover over or a number, you're going to see the information about this country or this city. So you can choose either the country, so it's going to highlight you whatever you want about the country, or you can choose the city. All right. And to go back, you just have to go somewhere on an empty area to get everything back. Okay, let's go ahead and redo this one too. So I already have prepared an empty sheet right here. We can start. Okay, first let's get the country here in the row shelf, and then we get the city here too. Then we want the date. So let's format a little bit of the title, at least some lines to see something. And here we have it by the polygon. I don't know why, so we want to get it automatic, so we can have something, the years and the colors of the countries. Why? Because we have to go back here, and you see here we have only the Slovakia. So we are not going to do exactly the same, but the same idea, the same concept, and we want to see all the informations on our table or one be a heat map. So here we have only the year. That's a problem. So we want what we're going to do is that we want the Aki actually. We want the labels of the Aki. So we have the labels and the country color. So here we have the legend with the colors of the country. Then here you can select the country that you want and the one you don't want to see, or the one you want to see. So this is pretty much exactly what I meant by that, except here we have more formatting and we have the caption added and the summary. So let's go there, and I wanted to show you something else. We can also add here the caption and the summary, because it's always good to show the caption and the summary right here. So we can go ahead also and edit the caption a little bit, just by adding, we are going to add just the border here, add it green, so we have, you know, a little bit more, of course, entire view. And something interesting I wanted to show you is that here we have the countries and the cities, you know, in column like here, but here we have them, you know, in this order, as you can see. And here by these symbols, you can swap. So you can have the country exactly the same way as here, the country and the city, as you wish, or you can just change as you wish. You can have it also this way in horizontal, in rows. Okay, so me, I'm gonna keep them, or maybe you can just change and keep them this way this time. And what I wanted to show you also is, you know, to use the symbols, the icons, you know, the sorting. Sometimes, you see here, you can sort, it's going to tell you what it is, descending by sum of Aki, or you can have them ascending. This is also very good to know. And of course, you can format as you wish. But I'm going to leave my so-called heat map or table, as you want to call it, this way, just to make it a little bit different from this one, which contains more formatting, etc. Okay, this is how I did my heat map. I hope you like it. And the rest is coming next if God's willing. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.